Hello everyone. Welcome to another video for in Lumen's world. And today's video will be a little bit different. I've been having some experiences recently that I'd like to share about, and we'll have Caroline channel some higher insights and perspectives on what's going on. And we really feel that the sharing of our experiences and the sharing in this way can be very helpful in helping us navigate our lives in creating the life of our dreams. So before we dive into this, we would like to state our statement of intent first.
So we can take a deep breath in. We wish to be of service in the upliftment of all, and we intend to be channels of the highest love and the highest light for the highest good purposes. We invite in our guides to be with us and help us become clearer channels for all that is. Adonai.
All right.
So I will put myself in a channeling mode and yes. So just that you know, I don't know the questions that Leo will ask. It will be, we've talked about it, but it will be, we will see what will come first. Yes, dear one, yes. Yes, yes. I am, Ashtar, coming in the love and the light of the highest love and the highest light for the highest good purposes. We greet, salute, and welcome each and every one of you listening to this video, and it will later be on other devices. We greet and welcome the larger audience, meaning your guides, but also beings of love and light listening to this transmission. And there are many, many listening and pay close attention. So we greet you, and the larger yous, you could say. We greet and welcome you, dear channel Leo. We acknowledge the divine power within yourself and your tremendous abilities to channel. We are understanding that you have questions and questions for us, and we will be delighted to help you.
Thank you. So, yes, thank you, Ashtar. Thank you, higher guides, for being with us. So my main questioning is really to ask for higher perspective on these experiences that I'm having. And what I've been experiencing recently is this balancing or this, yes, I think the word balancing, this rhythm, this balancing of life and specifically within my body structure, and how when we interact with life, whether it's the foods that we eat, the people we speak with, the things we watch, the things we listen to, all of these aspects of life, there are different frequencies, you could say. There are different flavors to life, and some flavors are a bit heavier, some a bit slower, you could also say. Some flavors are a bit lighter and a bit more faster, you could say. And I'm learning that truly there is no bad life or negative life or wrong life. There are just different flavors. And I've experienced that when there's an imbalance in the flavors of life that we are enjoying, for instance, if we're let's say, just interacting with the heavier flavors, or even if we're just trying to interact with the lighter flavors, then it creates this imbalance where it's as if we, yes, it's as if we are neglecting some aspect of ourself, this is directly reflected in our bodies, in that if we are only interacting with, or only trying to interact with, the lighter flavors, it's as if we're trying to just stay up here, or too heady, and we are in a way neglecting our lower centers, which are equally important, equally alive, and of love and light. And I'm and so yes, why don't could I have your perspective on this first?
Yes, we thank you dearly for your question. We should say for your questions, as it seems that there are many. But we are used to your communication, so we will answer step by step. So you spoke about the imbalance of lighter consumption and lower consumption. We will be more specified. We will specify more for this audience, as this audience need to understand. When we speak about light consumption, it could be light food, meaning vibrant, healthy food. It can be conversations with light and heart people that we love, that inspire us, that uplift us, that we feel that we are on the same wavelength, but more importantly, there is so much love and a balance in the other one that we are interacting with, and respect. It could be music, piece of creativity, such as artwork, and also things being watched on television or on screens that are uplifting, although there are not so many. And you speak about two things, dear one, related to this topic of higher consumption and lower consumption. It's like if you say that if you have too much light consumptions, then your lower center of life will be depleted. We say, why so, dear one? And please allow us to laugh, to laugh. And this is quite funny, because it's like if you see your lower centers. We will speak more clearly for this audience. It's like if you mention or want to mention the sexuality as a lower center. Meaning, like if your sexuality would not embrace and would not be full of light life. We say, in fact, dear one, and we mentioned this, the sexuality is when it's done, when it's done with heart and true love and a wide respect. It is a very noble, we say necessary, enlivening, enlightening, high life, we would say state, but what do we mean by that? We mean that sexuality can be uplifting in some ways, in so many ways, and so should be seen as light we don't want to use the term consumption, but we could say light activity. So it's like if you say that if you are having too much of light, then there will be other part of your system that will be depleted, but because there would be an imbalance and there would not be enough of heavy things in your life or in your body. So again, there are many topics. So this is the first topic. The second topic is that previously during this conversation, to prepare this recording, you spoke about food and heavy food. This notion of heavy food, meaning fat, meat, we could say dairy food as well. Some of them are more or less necessary, but they're not bad. You may need or not need them. Of course, this is the overconsumption that leads to problems. And of course, there are some systems, some body structures that are not meant to have those, too much of those, and it creates even more imbalance. But we say that you can eat fat products, but of course, we truly encourage you to have, and we understand now your question. We we say that you shall have a balance, and we recommend that each and every one of you listening have a balance between the light food and the heavy food. It's not that it will deplete things, it's just that heavy food may be necessary for your system from time to time, and also because we also know that some heavy food may be, we say, uplifting to you. Oh.
Bless you.
Yes, we bless this, dear one.
Mm.
And we say that these consumptions need to be balanced, of course, because if you want to experience a better life, you need to be light and have light, vibrant energies that will flow through. And it is more easy for your vibrations to flow through and to vibrate more in your system if your food are being eaten accordingly. Meaning that, of course, if you eat too much of dense food, it will pull you back. Yes. So we say that it will not, one thing will not deplete the other. We say that these are choices of the human in human forms that who needs to take the decision for him or herself. So yes, dear one, we recommend balance, of course. But what we want to emphasize is please do not think that if you are having too much of light, it will deplete something somewhere in your body structure or in your vibrations. Actually, it means nonsense, at least to us. Meaning that you can have light everywhere and everything can be lighter or enlightening. We are trying to find an example. For instance, let's talk about oil. Yes, olive oil, coconut oil, and other oils. These are fat. But when you use it, when you know how to choose the good, right oil for your nourishment, if you know and you will prepare your food with love and you put a little bit of oil here and a little bit of oil there. It is done on purpose, and it is done greatly and wonderfully, and it will nourish your body will be happy, and it is not dragging you down. But of course, there are other kinds of oil that are not that beneficial for the human body structure. And also, if you eat too much of those, it may cause some dysfunction into your body structure, especially into the veins and other organs that don't especially like when there is an overload of fat that are especially not that high quality fat. Yes.
Thank you very much for the clarification. I think this was quite important. And I wish to add on this for, yes, let me clarify. When I meant the lighter, I'm speaking more of the, so let us view our chakra system, for instance. I feel, yes, what I meant was by the lighter is the the higher chakra centers. So for instance, there is a term, there's a phrase, you are too heady, you're too much in your head. Something that I am often, let us say, guilty of. And when it is consumed in this manner, so there is the higher chakra centers within the body, there are the lower chakra centers within the body. And when there is an over focus on either the higher chakra centers, it can lead to a, let us say, depleting of the lower chakra centers because our awareness and our focus is so just in our head, let us say. And the opposite is also true, in which the if our if our thoughts are overly focused on our lower chakra centers, then there can be a, let us say, a depletion of, or a imbalance of our higher chakras. And having said this, I wish to also clarify that yes, I feel all chakras are fundamentally of love and light. And yes, sex is absolutely meant to be loving and beautiful and light filled. And the foods that we eat, all of these things can be imbued with love and light. And so I wish to be clear for all of us listening that the intention, all things can be interacted with love and light, for that is what it is meant to be. That is the fundamental truth, that we are all love and light. And so I just wish to clarify this for the audience. I know, Ashtar, that you're very clear and you're wishing to clarify as well these different polarities that are ongoing seemingly. And so yes, and so leading into now the next layer of questioning is the drawing up of, or letting down of, this flow of love and light that is always occurring. And so what I've been experiencing is when I'm overly focused on my lower realms, whether it's because I'm consuming too many heavy foods, or maybe too many sexual thoughts even, then there is a sort of drawing down of my experience. And then it's, in order to feel more vibrant and more radiant, I need to, in a way, draw this energy back up into my higher realms as well. And I've also experienced the opposite, where when I'm too heady, too sort of within my higher chakras, let us say, I need to also let this flow down into my lower realms because there is this sort of imbalance. So could I have your perspective as well on this?
Yes, sure. You're talking about the chakra system and the balancing and imbalance. Yeah, the balance and imbalance of the chakra system. And we say, yes, dear one, there are some chakras that sometimes are well activated, properly activated, and sometimes some chakra, yes, we will speak for the larger audience. So most of the audience consider, well, this is a general perspective that the chakra are like wheels. Yes, this is not accurate, but this, we understand that this is your global thinking. So we will use this image, although please know that this is not accurate. So chakras, according to your global thinking, are like wheels, and some go slower, and sometimes some of them are going slower. And as you can read in your own scripture, some may be blocked or there may be blockages. Again, this is not that accurate, but we will speak about this. And so, yes, dear one, you are speaking about having a chakra that is overactivated, that is maybe going too fast according to this culture. And some of them are maybe not going that fast or not at the same rhythm. And so it can cause imbalance. Yes, this is very accurate, dear one. This is very accurate. And there is no bad or wrong. Again, dear one, you're just experiencing and you're learning your own body more and more, and you're observing things within your own body structure that sometimes when you're having some sexy thoughts, or then yes, it's more located at a certain area, and that if you need to feel more balance within your own body structure, then yeah, you need to focus, draw the attention into, we could say, higher, even though higher is not accurate, but higher chakras, we could say, in order to balance. Yes, so this is, your definition is very correct, dear one, and we say that what you're doing, what you're experiencing is very well. Yes.
Thank
We
you.
wrote something. Yes, no, we answered. So do you have a question, a specific questions
Yes,
regarding?
one final one, and regarding this, all of this. So you you emphasize there's nothing wrong, there's nothing bad point. And so are you saying that when we find ourselves, are you saying there's no true over focus in that it's all a process? And so if there is if we are focused on, let's say, the lower centers or the lower centers of experience, or that's food or sexuality, then just to let it be and mm,
Yes, we say yes, dear one. Yes, you are a human in human form. Therefore, you experience things, and they're not bad or wrong. Those things are very normal, and those things are very common, dear one. And so you shall accept that your body has a specific response to specific stimulants, you could say, or thoughts or ideas. And we say it is not bad or wrong, although sometimes there can be imbalance. Yes, indeed. And for the general audience, yes, sometimes there is an over focus on certain area. We will speak about sex. Yes. So there are some beings who are very, 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 we will say concerned. Yes. We say that we recommend to bring balance, but it is normal, dear one, from time to time to have those, to have those thoughts and that the body reacts in certain ways, etc., etc. And then as long as it is not stuck, as long as it is ongoing, as long as your psychic, your mind is not just too much on that topic, then it's perfect. And yes, sometimes you are maybe more on your mind or even higher because you are extremely connected. But in the same way, we could say the exact same thing. If you are too much in the higher realm, then there is an imbalance because your body needs to be activated in a physical way, and you need to embody your own body structure. So being too much in certain part or areas of the bodies are it's okay to be located from time to time at very specific parts, but it's being stuck and having all your attention that causes imbalance and needs to be balanced by activating other areas, other chakras. But this is the case for every chakra center, as we could say. We also would like to emphasize a point that is very often neglected, especially towards your audience. Dear ones, we understand that there is a common understanding related to chakras, and that are, according to your knowing, or we shall say beliefs, there are certain numbers of chakras. The truth is there are many chakras that you are aware of, and you have chakras on your feet. Those chakras also need to be activated, but most of the time human form are more concerned, more focused on some specific chakras, and it's like if human form think that chakra stop here and begin there, or vice versa. But you have chakras on your feet, and also chakras that goes under the ground, and there are chakras that goes upper, not only the crown chakra, but also higher and higher and higher. And you have also chakras in your hand that you are not aware of. And there are chakras also on the junctions of some parts of your body structure. And very few, well, we say not that many human in human form are aware of those chakras, and that they also need to be activated. You also have chakras in your knees, and also they are not activated. And because it's like if there are some major chakras that you are aware of, and there are also, we could use the term minor also, although again this is not accurate because they are very important as well. So let's say that there are other chakras that most human in human form are not aware of, and there is also a need for balance here that most human are not aware of. So we say having too much concern about a certain area causes imbalance. But as you do, dear one, you are having this balance. You are aware of, oh, I am focusing too much on this and that, and so there should be a balance. This is good as long as there is a balance. And we say that it is also normal to feel some things, and that some chakras from time to time are more activated. This is very normal. Again, dear one, you are a human in human form. And there are some physical things, and there are also things called hormones that also come into play. So yes, we think we have made our point clear. Before we end, do you have one final small questioning, dear one?
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Um, let's bring it let's bring it down. Let's bring it back to the practical. What practical, very practical uh thing can we do to 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 bring balance to our whole body structure, the chakras within our body?
We thank you truly for this wonderful question, dear one. And we thank you for this opportunity to speak about this topic. We just say that the awareness is the first step. Being aware of your chakras that you have all over the place, we could say, of your body structure and around you, we shall say. So just the awareness, and just be aware that you have chakras here and there and here and there, and it will already bring a sense of balance, because they will feel, and yeah, feel your concern. So for us, this is the very first step. And then, of course, there are some movements that can be done. There are some stretching movements. There are some more physical activity, although they are beneficial, but it depends. So we shall say first, yeah, you can. The stretching is very great, and doing some physical movement in a slower rate pace is beneficial. And then there are some specific breathing also that can be done on purpose. And there are some specific meditation and breathing that can be done at the same time, where you inhale the air and you direct the air through your thoughts to certain areas that may not have the right awareness, that you may not have the right awareness regarding the chakra itself, located at certain areas. So you can relocate, you can breathe in the air and just send the air here and there to places that you would not normally think of. Yes, this is a very simple practice. We think this is it for today. We thank you for this communication and this opportunity for us to speak about this topic. We greet each and love, we greet and love each and every one of you listening to this recording and this message. We greet and salute all the guides present, and all the higher rounds, and the beings of love and light that are very, very, yeah, there are many listening. So we wave at them, saying hello, hello. And we thank you, each and every one of you. We love you deeply and dearly. We love you. And again, I am Ashtar, coming in the love and the light of the highest love and the highest light for the highest good purposes. We love you deeply and dearly, and I will speak again soon, Adonai.
Woo. Thank you. Thank you so much, Caroline. Thank you, Ashtar, and our higher guides and selves. Wow, that was I love that. That was so helpful for me. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you, Ashtar. Thank you to you, Leo, for the questions, and thank you each and every one of you listening. I think we will make very quickly another video about our thoughts on this. So we reach you in the love and the light, and we will speak again soon for another video.
Yes. Adonai.
Adonai.